Playoff match number 4 is underway. Our autonomous programs, fully pre-programmed instructions are running. A rare sight in the autonomous period, we see 1, and is it 2? It's not 2, but it is 1 piece of algae scored by the soda bots over there on blue. That said, they trail by 30 points coming out of the autonomous period. Jack in the Bot and the Sonic Squirrels putting on more than a clinic. That is one of the highest auto scores I have seen yet this year. Heading over towards the Alliance Reefs. There's Jack in the Bot and to be determined. Jack in the Bot drops off a level 4 piece of coral for 5 points, scoops the algae up in 1 clean swing, and gets the layup for 4 points of barge net score. Opportunistic chance here, another piece of algae up and at them, and they will go straight to the top barge for that. The Blue Alliance mirror of that strategy is coming from the Soda Bots machine, although Soda Bots diversifying a little bit, using actually a similar strategy to another robot we've seen this weekend, where they pick up coral on their way out with the algae. This time just getting an algae, no coral required, and they'll reach up towards the barge, which the barge is just about full. You heard it earlier, 18 pieces of algae in the game, and we have 12 of them accounted for on barge nets so far. Red Alliance still leading by quite a bit. This is Alliances 3 and 6 facing off. We've got about a minute left to play. Jack in the Bot, another piece of algae, up it goes, and that is number 8 on top of the barge for the Red Alliance. Let's just make this 9 for good measure and some style points along the way. Plenty of each to go around. Error code 0 for blue, back to the coral station, and loading up another piece of coral that they would like to find a home for, but they have to take a split second to get out of the way of their Alliance partners, the Soda Bot there. And each second really counting here, and we have 35 of them left to play in this match. 36 pieces of coral scored by red, 29 pieces by blue as we start winding down our teleop and getting ready for endgame. To be determined is not going to leave any of their barge climb points up to fate. They are heading over there early to make sure they can grapple with the center cage and get themselves stabilized before their Alliance partners come over and make a synchronized effort. All 3 Blue Alliance machines making their way now under the barge as well. Up goes Clover Bots. They're good for 12 points, probably. Code 0 up for 12 of their own in the center. 3 red robots airborne, potential for 36 points up on the board, but our referee crew, headed by the Nathan Los Arrows Tour, saying they need a moment to review this one. So we're going to head over to our good friend Kevin Ross and chat with students from this last match.
All right, we're down here with the Future Martians, the number 7 Alliance. This is Aditi. Aditi, how exciting. This is your 3rd-year team. You're on the number 7th Alliance at the District Championships. What are you feeling?
We're super excited. We're really grateful to our Alliance members for accepting our invitation and performing really, really well. We couldn't have asked for a better Alliance.
That's so awesome. We are so proud of you guys. This is a community-based team, and more power to you. You guys are going to be around in a powerhouse for a long time. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Back to Brett.
And we're back here at the desk while we wait for the referee review. We are through our first round, Josh. We're, of course, waiting on final results from match number 4 there. But let's talk big picture. What have you noticed in our first round of playoff matches?
Yeah, I've noticed, we talked a little bit in our first color segment about the pivot away from anything that could ever benefit the other alliance, which sounds harsh, but look at the scores we're putting up there, right? We've moved completely away from algae processing. There's no more bonus points associated with it. That barge net, though, and layup bots, that's something we didn't see as much of in quals, rather. We now see all of our tall reaching bots getting their workouts in, not skipping arm day. It's a bad day to learn if you skipped arm day, but so far everybody seems to have done it. Well, did we get all the algae in that? It looks like we may have gotten all the algae in that one. Now, mind, those are unofficial live scores. We have to wait for referee reviews. But it's an exciting one so far.
Yeah, and strategically, Josh, I think, with that shift to just highest score you possibly can, and with the static alliances that come with playoffs, that we're 3 teams, we're going to play together until we're done for the day one way or the other, you start to see teams maybe doing some things that weren't their norm. Let's take 2910 Jack in the Bot. They are, according to our statistics here, they are the number 2 coral robot in the world. They also happen to be the number 1 algae robot in the world. So they've been running coral all season, and now in this match, they realize what their alliance needs is algae. and they're going to pivot and do that for a little bit. And we're waiting to see how that worked out for them. I think we're going to take a short break here at the desk while the scores are finalized, and then we'll be right back.
Well, Brett, results are in. We talked about that ref huddle, and it looks like they have settled the score, whatever that is. The Red Alliance takes home playoffs match number 4, a whopping 261 points to the Blue Alliance's 227. And so the Red Alliance advances on in the upper bracket, where they will face the winner of playoff match 3. The Blue Alliance advances along in the lower bracket, where they will play the loser of playoff match 3.